That snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We
you want one
can't, we
quick
can't, we
question?
can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Noname, man. I never need no name. I got a little bit of love and a couple of fans. I gotta keep it what I'm saying, but the number the same. Huh? I never need no name. I can be the same. They apparently canceled her summer stage show, and it comes 1 week after Kehlani's show was canceled. No Name's Juneteenth show was canceled days after the Adams administration applied pressure to stop Kehlani's summer stage show in Central Park. Chicago rapper No Name's Juneteenth show at the summer stage in Central Park has been canceled. The cancellation comes 1 week after the New York City officials pressured the nonprofit that runs the summer stage into canceling a Kehlani show for questionable security concerns, aka these are artists that speak up against injustices that happen around the world. The No Name show on June 18th was set to feature support from R&B singers Raven Lene and Fana Hughes. That's an amazing line. See, bro, I was planning on going up to New York for a particular festival that's free up there in New York every summer, right? And they usually do it in July. And I saw like the weekend that they usually do it in, so I booked a ticket for it. I'll put insurance on it just in case. And bro, if you live in New York, bro, you just get so much cool stuff there for free. Like, well, this isn't free, obviously, but even K Tronada, he did like one time in Brooklyn. He just did a pop up outside in the neighborhood, and then like I said, the festival that I want to go to in July is happening. Pink Panthers just did her album release party, and it was a pop up, free, open to the fans and stuff like that in the middle of the day at 3 p.m. on a random Tuesday or Friday. It was a Friday. But you know what I'm saying? It's just stuff like that happens in New York that you just be like, dang, man, they just got it made. They don't even know. But Fana Hughes, all right with her. I only know a couple of her songs, but both of them I like. And my favorite from her is Windows. It's go, please don't touch the window, baby. I like that song. And she got like that whole Afro and 70s aesthetic. And then you guys obviously probably most of y'all know Raven Lene. I've been on her like a lot of y'all since she was like a teenager, 19 in Chicago. And one of was it Sticky? I don't want to say it was, but if it was Sticky, was her first song that I heard from her. But the Sticky and the Night song and the song she got with Steve Lacy and stuff like that, like those are some bops. The head down, feeling the night, and I'm moving all night. It's a party tonight. Raylan Lene got some bops. And now she's like a much bigger artist. After her last album, Childish Gambino was on one of the singles, and it's I Miss You. I rock with her. I can't find it. I rock with Raven Lene and Fana Hughes. And I rock with No Name. I think she had like the best rap album a couple years ago with her last project and stuff like that. I did think it was kind of weird that like one of her more popular songs ever is Diddy Bop, and she doesn't like contact Rory anymore. Or like the last time I asked Rory, he's like, but other than that, she cool with me. She pressed J. Cole. She had J. Cole like changing his tone and being like, I apologize. I was so whack to do that. But he didn't delete his diss track to her. Noticing. We reached out to No Name's representatives for comment, and we'll update the post if they will respond. City Parks Foundation, the nonprofit that organizes the summer stage shows, said that they did not book the No Name performance. Heather LeBeouf, the foundation's executive director, told Hellgate that the show was organized by Live Nation and the cancellation is between the artist and Live Nation. Also, another thing about No Name, when she was doing that, like, y'all favorite rappers don't be really in the street when they make their whole career off of black plight and things of that sort and blah blah blah, right? And then J. Cole made the song. He's like, oh, you gotta sign up. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna sign up. I'm gonna sign up. Get the kids that. But yeah, she's like, y'all favorite rappers make money off of this and that, but they're nowhere to be found right now in a time where we need to have all the stuff going. And then J. Cole made the song. He's like, you know what? I don't read that much. That was his whole thing. He's like, you know what? You're right. I don't read that much actually. And what did she do? She created a dang book club, man. No Name is so cool, bro. She's so cool. She created a book club around the nation, like, and people, man. No Name's so dope, and she pretty too. She's a pretty conscious rapper. This past weekend, a collective of artists, a collective called Artists Against Apartheid. Oh, see, Kehlani really be about it too. She be in them trenches, boy. But sometimes I be hearing her statements. I'm like, man, she be treading some light water. She like, shout out to all my Jewish brothers and sisters. They not with this. Da, 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 da. Man, boy, she come out with a statement every week. This past weekend, a collective called Artists Against Apartheid released a statement calling the cancellation of the Kehlani concert censorship and a retaliation against the artist's opposition to the genocide being committed against the people of Gaza. Last month, Cornell University revoked Kehlani's invitation to perform in the scheduled end of the semester concert, calling the R&B singer's use of the phrase "Long live the Antifa," uh, antif- and intifada, and costuming adorned with keffiyehs in a music video released last year, anti-Semitic. The Adams administration, perhaps concerned about the First Amendment implications from the municipal government forcing the cancellation of a public concert because it did not agree with Kehlani's political views, raised "quote unquote" security concerns about the show. Last week, the first deputy mayor, Randy Mastro, sent a letter to the City Parks Foundation. This is a great story. Who wrote this story from Elgate, bro? I'll scroll up at the end of the story. Sent a letter to the City Parks Foundation threatening to pull their license to hold events. We write to advise you that we have security concerns about the event, given the controversy surrounding Kehlani's scheduled performance at Cornell University, causing university officials to cancel the appearance. The security precautions needed for an event like this in Central Park and the security demands throughout the city and other Pride events during the same period of time. Mastro, that's not Mastro, right? Oh, it's just Mastro. Mastro wrote in a May 5th letter. City Parks Foundation canceled the event, which headlined Pride with Kehlani the same day. What followed the Kehlani summer stage cancellation was a tense silence. City Parks Foundation turned off comments on their Instagram posts announcing the cancellation and did not respond to our repeated requests for comment, nor did Live Nation, the agency that sold the tickets. Hellgate also reached out to a number of artists slated to perform at Summer Stage this year to ask them how they felt about Kehlani's shows getting canceled and did not hear back. Then on Monday, we noticed a rapper, Noname, deleted the Instagram post as she made an announcement 2 weeks ago announcing her summer stage show, and Ticketmaster announced that the show had been canceled, refunding ticket holders. We asked the mayor's office for specifics about the Kehlani cancellation. Were any concerts subject to the same safety concerns? Was the administration denied the cancellation that had anything to do with Kehlani's pro-Palestine comments? In response, Mayor Adams' team referred us to the comments he made in a press conference last Tuesday, May 6th. When he was questioned about the Kehlani show being canceled, Adams' first raised issue was anti-Semitism, not security, and seemed to echo Cornell's complaints about Kehlani's speech. Well, listen, everyone knows my feeling about the increase in the anti-Semitism throughout the country. Eric Adams, man, gotta love him, right? Anti-Semitism throughout the country, and if not, throughout the entire globe. We just raised the first deputy mayor, Mastro, raised in the public safety concern, as we do many times. We have gatherings of these magnitudes, and we're not the first that looked at, the performer and talked about cancellation. I understand a few colleges have done the same thing. Pressed on whether the example of free expression colliding with the public safety concerns, Adams insisted we did an analysis with all that's going on would impact public safety. The mayor continued. We wanted to do an analysis to make sure that it wouldn't. And based on, without us having to go into a full analysis, the Parks Foundation made that determination. Justin Harrison, Senior Policy Counsel for the New York Civil Liberties Union, told Hellgate that there weren't enough publicly available details to know whether the Adams administration had violated the First Amendment by forcing the cancellation of the show. The situation definitely raised concerns, quote unquote. Though details of the specific cancellation remain sparse and protecting New Yorkers' safety is paramount, censoring differing viewpoints or canceling events due to quote unquote controversy is never the right response, Harrison told wrote to Hellgate in an email. Any attempts by the government to control or silence certain viewpoints pose free speech concerns and undermine the vibrant, diverse spaces in New York City thrives. Kehlani has not responded to our request for comment. After the Cornell show was canceled, the artist released a TikTok. I'm not anti-Semitic nor anti-Jew. Kehlani said, I'm anti-genocide. I'm anti the extermination of an entire people, the bombing of innocent children, men and women. That's what I'm anti. So also with this, it kind of lines up with what Hassan, the streamer, was saying. Adlin Jackson wrote this. Good job, Adlin. Salute to you. Shout out to Adlin Jackson, bro. He's the co-owner of Hellgate. Salute to this brother, man. But yeah, what I was saying, this kind of goes with Hassan, the streamer, the political streamer. He was talking about, what was Hassan talking about? Like how he gets stopped and searched and questioned about his anti-Trump comments and stuff like that on stream now. And he says he feels like he's being watched a little more and more. It feels like free speech is being squandered a bit more and more. Ironically, you guys were making, a lot of other people were making the argument that free speech exists with the lady using hate speech towards a 5-year-old autistic child. So there's that. And that's what's currently going on, man. Just make sure you're paying attention. Shout out to Alan Jackson. This was a well-written story, man. All right, next thing, a little more like
That steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.